Coming at you from the OLR podcast studio.
It's really more of a basement.
Coming to you from the OLR basement studio.
But it's still a podcast.
Coming to you from the podcast basement studio.
Yeah, but you still need to say OLR.
Coming to you from the OLR podcast basement studio.
Oh, that's way too many words.
Coming at you.
That's not enough. You still need to say OLR.
Let's just start. It's OLR. All right, everybody. Welcome back to the bonus show. DK standing up, fiddling with the phone. Caught him off guard.
Hey, man, bonus show.
Bonus show.
Hold on, we're coming in at you hot right here. We just recorded our episode with Tim Rohan. We've got 2 guests in the next 2 weeks, so we thought, man,
let's knucklehead around for a minute.
We got to get in here and talk to these cats, these loyal listeners, our Patreon listeners. So if you're hearing this, you're actually our Patreon VIP listeners that pay those big bucks to hear us bumbling idiots every week, and we appreciate you being here. This is our only show we're going to have where we can talk and admire each other and put ourselves over for the last part of 2018.
Yeah, for at least 20 minutes here, I want you to tell me how pretty I am. But before that, I wanted to point out that I looked over at you at one point during that Tim Rohan interview, and you're looking dead on at me, and I could not see your ears, and I can't decide what happened there.
What do you mean?
Your ears were gone at one point. Look straight on at me. I don't know. You had your ears pinned back weird or something a while ago. Maybe it's the way you was leaned, but I thought his beard or his face has got so big he's covered his ears up.
Did you know I'm in the worst shape of my life?
Welcome to the club. I'm in the second worst shape I've ever been in right now.
But you're supposed to be the nutrition guy on the show.
I know,
you're supposed to be the Mr. like.
I've thought about that.
Hey, DK, eat clean, bro.
I thought about that the other day. That if I'm going to be the fitness guy or the guy who enjoys that, and as much time as I've put into it over the years, and as much as I've researched it, I am in the second worst shape I've ever been in right now.
Have you?
I've been eating too much. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I would say. Have I been enjoying the holidays? Yeah, since about July.
Yeah, because it's not really the holidays yet. We're actually still a week from Christmas.
Yeah, for sure we passed Thanksgiving already, though.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just trying to send one text on my phone, and it's going to 7 different pages. That's frustrating. Your
hair is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. You look like a guy that's been down on some hard times, really.
I feel like I've been on some hard times.
You look like you've been rode hard and put up wet, as the old saying goes.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear that General Mattis resigned today?
Who?
General Mattis. Mad Dog Mattis. Our Secretary of War.
You were really talking good about him when he came into office.
I was so happy about him.
So he lasted 17 days or so.
He resigned today. Turned in his resignation to Mr. Trump today. Said that Trump deserves someone that shares his views.
Well,
after Trump pulled all the ordered that the troops be pulled out of Syria and against Mattis's wishes, he didn't care for that. He's gone.
Trump, he's a hard character to get along with.
Apparently, seems to be hard to keep a core group of people together.
How many does this mean he's lost?
700, I believe. 700.
Is that the over or under?
Is
that minus what?
Minus 650, probably. Hard to keep people in there. Can't tell what that's about.
It's Trump.
Yeah.
Nobody likes him.
Yeah, but I don't know if that's I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's he can't get along with people or people can't get along with him, and I don't know that it matters because a lot of people are running for the hills, DK. I'm not moving to Canada. He is.
It's actually all of our president.
Yeah.
I think some people struggle with that.
They really, really do. Yeah,
that is everybody's president.
Yeah, with those signs that say "Not my president." Yeah,
he is.
Actually,
it is. It's everybody. It's all of ours.
Yeah, that's how it works.
But I tell you what,
that's democracy.
I filled those Silverado up pretty cheap the other day.
yeah, I'm not mad at that.
Yeah,
I'm not mad at that for sure.
People got jobs and low gas. I don't know what you can say about the guy.
I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at some low gas. You know that the Saudis, talking about oil, the oil crisis, we're going to run out of oil one of these days and this and that. The Saudis threatened to go public with oil threatened to take Aramco or Araco or whatever they are public at one point in time, just so that they could have an audited review of their books so that they could show how much oil they hold in reserve. They said, there's nothing. We're going to be fine. There's trillions of barrels of oil. He said, we still got it. It's all right. Don't worry about it. We got this covered. Them going public would run the price of oil down so low that we'd be getting that 98 cents gas again. I'd run Venezuela and United States and everybody out of oil production in Russia.
Well, I've never seen that. I'm not old enough to remember that 98 cent. I ain't like Don Asbury, Clint Fraley age. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
One person will hear that, one won't.
Yeah, that's right. Don will hear it. Clint won't.
Clint will say, hey, I heard you called me old this week.
Yeah.
So we need to rehash the Andrew Pope concert. There are still tickets, and everybody can start asking me
more tickets.
Yeah, thanks.
There was previously.
Thanks to our loyal listener that never misses a show, that calls and requests 8 tickets, then drops a bomb on me today that he's moving. No big deal. I won't call him out on the show because I know it's heartfelt that he really wanted to be there. I do know.
Right.
I know that he really
genuinely wanted to be there.
So I don't want to paint that picture that he just kind of stood us up and blah, 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 and made us think that we're sold out. Now we're not sold out.
And then didn't send us the money up front either, so that we could go ahead and...
Remember, because on the last show I said, hey, everybody can pay if you can go ahead and pay. That way we're not stuck with the gate. Yeah. Like we got to pay this guy plus pay every other fee that we got going on. So I'm not mad at him. His initials are Thad Johnson. So... I'm not mad at his brother Blake, because Blake is just going to move Thad like he's moved him everywhere. I said Blake Johnson moved him. I just want to clear that up. Blake Johnson was moving Thad Johnson.
Yeah.
You looked at me weird when I said Blake was moving Thad.
You
didn't look at me weird? I thought you did. That's my mistake. So,
I was confused.
Yeah, it was Blake Johnson. I don't know if you ever met Blake Johnson, Thad's brother.
Yeah.
So much love to those guys. I hate them. I'm going to miss you boys. I'm just giving Thad a hard time. I hate...
Which is the way we do.
Yeah, absolutely. And that guy, Thad really liked the segment. Don't know that I said, who the hell was that guy? And he said that segment was funny. I said, well, thank you for not taking it so hard. But he said, that's the guy with his head on my shoulder. That's how we sit in those Titans. That's his Titan seats. I said, well, I guess I'm Dick.
That's how you sit in those Titans.
I mean, that's his seats. I mean, that's how.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's why he sits in those seats, because that's his friend that owns those seats.
Oh, okay.
And I said, well,
he gets to sit in your lap because
he said, well, Thad, you and Ryan come. I've only got 2 seats, so we'll make it work.
Yeah.
I've only got 2 tickets down there.
Did make it work.
Showing up.
Did.
Those 5-year-old kids, Mittens and Boggin and Scarf.
I think if I'd have got there and he said, look, I got these 2 seats, we're just going to have to make it work. I'd have said, cool. I'm going to make it work with another ticket. I'm going to go find another ticket, and I may not be sitting here.
I guess I dig.
Then again, whenever I got cold and needed my scarf and mittens, I'd have went back over and asked him to sit in my lap.
Yeah. I guess I screwed myself out of ever sitting in those seats.
Yeah.
Go ahead and roasting that guy that I didn't even know for looking like he'd been roofied and was slobbered on Thad's shoulder.
He really did.
I mean, who hadn't took a date rape drug at a Titans game and party the rest of the day?
I mean, GHB's a hell of a drug, buddy. He got Cosby right there at the NFL game. I about said UFC game.
We got a lot. If my phone will work, we had a lot of really good feedback from this past show.
What is going on with your phone? Have you dropped it in the toilet today or something?
No, I think it's where I don't have good service down here.
And so it's opening up 7 pages at once?
Yeah.
Why aren't you on the Wi-Fi?
It's because your Wi-Fi password is HQZR 25254 exclamation point at
hashtag ampersand.
It's the dumbest password. Obviously I'm being silly when I say that, but you
almost got it right though.
It's the dumbest ass Wi-Fi password I've ever seen in my life.
Wife is a IT person, and we have high value information in the Hickman household.
Right.
We got that server upstairs that we keep all of Hillary Clinton's emails on. Yeah. And we can't let that stuff get out.
Yeah, I understand. Basically, you don't want your You don't want your neighbor pulling off Pornhub.
I don't want them to. I don't want them to get it. It's our Pornhub.
Well, yeah, it is. Yeah. Okay. Hold on a second. I'm trying to read. So basically what I'm getting out of the show is I'm lucky to be alive because so many women are pet moms.
A lot of pet moms out there.
I've been personally
a little ill about the situation. Hey, I'm just saying, have a kid. If you think you're, if you think that's your life's calling to be a pet mom, you should have a child.
And if you have a kid,
get a pet.
If you have, just pay attention to your kids.
Yeah, that's right.
Pull their ass off Fortnite and do something productive with them.
Yeah.
I played a 1 hour game of that was never ending of Uno last night.
Bam, Uno.
And you know what I did? I thought I come down because apparently if you if you get down to Uno and the person beats you to it, then you got to draw 4. But if they're wrong, if you actually have 2 cards, but it looks like you have 1,
and they Uno you,
you give
they get 4.
4. So I was down to
2 cards.
2 cards. No, I was down to actually 5 cards.
Went ahead and squeezed them in.
No. I put them under my cell phone.
And
Lindy said, "Uno, draw 4." I went, "I don't think so, baby." I pulled out the rest of my stash.
Yeah.
And then I got down to 1. And I thought I was going to have it 1, so I hit the big Uno on them, and then just, just very much cocky, just threw my red 6 down.
Yeah.
And forgot it to reverse me. And they hit me with a draw 4 next time around.
Yeah.
And Lindsay started laughing. She goes, "I ain't going to tell you what he done." And this is how much this kid has already liked me. She said, a while ago when he had a 9, or when there's a 9, he put a 6 down. And
then y'all didn't see it?
Yeah, and she saw it.
Oh, and then let him get away with it?
They let me cheat. I said, I'd be butthurt about that if I didn't already do that twice in this game. That's a true story. I'd already done it twice. And then they didn't pay attention because when I was having a deal get color,
yeah,
they weren't even looking. So I'd lift up 2 or 3 at a time. If I needed to yell, I'd just sort through the red and the blue and pick up the yellow. I'm like, hey, they never noticed.
Y'all played games different.
Oh, we serious?
Yeah, y'all serious. Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, pet moms, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's it's whatever if you want to do. I just think it can be a tad bit excessive. Then I had some people message me and just photos saying, "Baby, it's cold outside," because they thought it'd be funny because I don't know. I really went on a rant, didn't I? I just kind of,
did you?
It was like, hey, our fan base is getting higher and higher every week. So what can we do?
Let's alienate.
Let's take one of the 4 brothers that love our show more than anything,
alienate,
and make fun of him for
cut out the whole family in one fell swoop.
Like Slim, you're cool. Jordan, you're cool. Blake, you're cool. Hey, Caleb took his dog to see Santa.
Yeah,
and
he is the most loved brother from what I gathered too. So it's probably a bad idea on our part.
I thought Jordan was the most loved.
Well, I mean, he was the most loved of the 3 that was here.
Oh, is that right?
That's what I gathered from it, because there was a lot of love flowing his way from the other 2.
Just for being an athlete and good looking, nothing matters in life. He didn't win most dependable or nothing in high school, I don't think.
I mean, good looking athlete, I mean, that's a lot.
That'll get you far.
That'll get you pretty far.
I'm just I was trying to stay on his good side to get them Christmas tree cake cookies he delivers, but now that those are only in stores, I just don't know that I got to suck up to him as much. But he got me good. He said, celebrity stalking, Shaq loving, whatever. I forget what he roasted me on our Facebook page all over. He couldn't just text it to me. He had to put me on blast on Facebook. But
that's the times that I wish I had social media.
I'm
sitting over here like, oh, roast me too.
Well, I took it in stride because we let hundreds of people, hear us make fun of him for taking his dog to meet Santa. So I think I can take it.
Oh yeah,
it's all in good fun.
I'm just a little sad that I don't get any roasting.
Yeah,
y'all roast me on Dustin's page,
so
he can tell me about it.
So once we set out for that, we're like, all right, let's make fun of one of our biggest listeners.
Yeah.
Then okay.
Yep.
So a lot of girls are starting to listen. We got some women.
Got a few.
We got about 3 out of the hundreds that listen. We got 3. So let's definitely make fun of them for being pet moms.
First off, let's just go ahead and roast them for pet momming.
Then every pretty girl that's ever got cold on cold. It was cold outside, and it was wintertime, and they didn't have a caption. They threw, "Baby, it's cold outside."
We went ahead and blasted them for that.
Let's make fun of them.
Yeah.
And if there's anything left at the end of the show, let's make fun of Thad some more.
Yeah.
To go around.
And then if that doesn't do it, let's just go ahead and all the pit bull owners and all the Catholics just
roll them all up.
Roll them out.
Yep.
Get rid of them. And so we're probably talking to nobody right now.
It was our most, to me, as soon as we put it out on Monday morning or Sunday night, I had people, and I just want to give a shout out because it does mean a whole lot when people start messaging you because, you know, it's almost like it took a little bit longer when we come back with the show.
Yeah.
But now it feels like it's flowing pretty smoothly. And
hey, I want to thank everybody also while we're on this. There's been people going in and dropping ratings on our show on iTunes. So I want to thank everybody for that.
Can we see them?
We can't see who they are, I don't think. I'm going to pull it up right now.
So while you're looking that up, Blake and Slim said they laughed the whole way home from work and their side was hurting and everything. Of course, we always get the Allen love. Jason Lynn said, been between laughing at y'all singing "Baby, It's Cold Outside" or you reading Tupac lyrics, I'm going to have to shut the door and listen to you at work today. He's got coworkers around him, and we are subject to kind of saying whatever in the hell we want to say on the show because it is our show. And if you don't believe us, rewind back to last week when we cussed out a certain somebody for telling me.
We have 4.5 out of 5 stars on iTunes. We have 14 reviews. Now, most of them have been 5s, but there's been at least 1 or possibly 2 1s on here. We've got some 1s. Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah. Well, I think what they were shooting for there is they just thought we were number 1. That 1 star, best star.
Well, I doubt it.
No, I don't.
I mean, they should. Obviously, I question why a 1 is. I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna
find them.
I have a certain. What's that line out taken?
Oh, I have a particular set of skills.
Yeah, I will find you, and I will make you give us a 5.
Redo your rating.
Tyler Kerr said, "Tell Lucas my dang 3-legged pit bull ain't Catholic." Barry Gore said, "Great show," and he's going to talk to us some more. Brandon Howell said, "Who wears khaki jackets? Don't you worry about who wears khaki jackets. I wear olive jackets.
Olive jackets.
From the ladies section at Old Navy, the whitest white store in America."
What did he tell you to get instead?
A members only jacket. Anybody that's
108 years old
will get that reference. If you're 45, you get that reference. Yeah. Jada Collier let me know that it wasn't not very nice that she was a pet mom.
Yeah, I can see that.
And Derek, you got a lovely
got a snake
dog
at the house, I like.
And are you calling Derek a snake?
I'm saying he owns one.
Ooh.
Keeps in his trousers, what I heard.
I get very uncomfortable about men talking about other men's throbbing members. They're junk.
I didn't make it gay. You said throbbing.
That's those love novels that you find at the supermarket.
Oh, yeah, it's got Fabio painted on the cover.
And then she took out his throbbing member.
Yeah. It was always member, yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
It was throbbing. Best I remember.
Hey, no, I ain't going to say that. Never mind. Go ahead. No, I was about to throw somebody under the bus that I didn't need to. They're dead and gone now, so there wasn't no sense in it.
Well, they're not going to say anything back to you.
Yeah, but it's just not worth it. Never mind. Just go ahead.
Did they have a throbbing member?
I'm just going to leave it alone. I'm just going to let that one die on the vine. I'll tell you when we're not recording what I was going to say. But
what's some other? Remember on Varsity Blues when they had the
10?
They had all the synonyms for penis, like purple-headed yogurt slinger.
I don't remember all of them. Penises and Johnnies. I remember Scott Conn. I don't know why I know his name is Scott Conn.
Nobody does. It's Tweeter.
Yeah. What is that?
Who knows him as Scott Conn?
I did. James Caan's his dad. His dad is like acting royalty.
He's Tweeter.
Yeah.
You understand me?
Shut up.
I'm not really asking you to look up the penises.
Well,
I'm just. I really wouldn't go anywhere with that. I just don't think you can be throbbing member.
Yeah.
Or I guess if you could do anything with the throbbing memory, you could beat it.
You can beat shit out of it.
Like it owes you money. What else we got going on this week?
It is Christmas coming up, so we won't have an episode on Wednesday night.
We're recording next Thursday.
Next Thursday night.
So our schedule right now is we're recording on December 27th with a guest, and then we're coming in with a phone interview. Hopefully, the manager of this WWE Hall of Famer said just to message her within a couple days. She gave me 4 dates.
Yeah.
And one of those is tomorrow.
Yeah.
And we're not doing it. And we're going to be recording the 27th. And so hopefully on January 2nd, we're going to be in here talking to a 2013, 14 WWE Hall of Famer. I don't know what year he went in.
He's 80s and early 90s.
Big legend. Name. Do you want to go ahead and talk about next week's show?
We can, since he's going to be in studio next week, hopefully, as long as everything works out.
I just talked to him this week, and everything's still on the up and up. And
Trey Crowder.
Liberal redneck, Trey Crowder.
Liberal redneck.
I know him as Trey Crowder. Lucas knows him as Trey Crowder, but as to the masses
of the United States,
he's the
now.
liberal redneck, a guy that
been on Bill Maher, been on Ellen.
Yep.
Been a little bit of everywhere now. Moved out to Hollywood to get a show going. Came from little old Clay County.
Yeah, so we're, of course, recording here in Hermitage Springs and 20 minutes down the road. Salina, that's where Trey came from. And
he's coming home to roost for a little while.
I've known Trey for probably 10, 11 years, known him through Dustin Thompson. It's where I got to, knowing him. We did some shows together back in the day and some comedy shows. And like I said, it was some stuff that I just done as fun, and Trey told me then he wanted to make a living out of it, and
boy, he did.
He sure did. And it was just that one video that went viral, literally overnight. His life changed. He was working for the Department of Energy in Oak Ridge, and he gave that up to pursue this. And now he's got I know he's got a 4-night set coming up at Zany's, starting probably this weekend, I guess.
Yeah,
I need to look at that, but I know he's got a 4-night set. So he's coming in after Christmas to join us, and I tell you what. No doubt going to be the most controversial interview to date. And what I mean by that is
probably the most controversial figure for this area.
Yeah, and what I mean by that is he's loved here, but he's also got a lot of heat here.
Yeah.
For general perception of some of the stuff that he talks about, and just how maybe Salina has been portrayed along the way.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to let him have the floor.
Tell us a little bit about his point.
Yeah, and give him a...
Shoot us some questions for him, if anybody
absolutely
has some questions for this guy, if you knew him or...
The show, it's a show that we didn't think would happen, and it's a long way coming, and it just always made sense, and we just never were able to line it up until now, and he's just happened to be coming through when it opened up for us, and he went viral the same week that we recorded our first episode. So it just kind of happens. We haven't moved to Hollywood yet.
No.
We did go to Nashville a couple times, though.
They put up some walls. Yeah.
we made it downstairs.
Yeah.
He made it to Hollywood.
Yeah.
So
we got off the kitchen table and he got out of Tennessee.
So we look forward to that. Then, like I said, the WWE Hall of Famer coming up the week after that. And
so you think this week? I think this week would be a good one to do New Year's resolutions.
Oh, like the one right now?
Yeah.
Or we're putting on the spot?
Yeah, I'm going to put you on the spot. What's your New Year's resolution?
Listen, I'm not trying to sound so cliche.
Yeah.
Right?
Uh-huh.
I've got to lose weight in 2019.
That was mine too.
I've went through there for a couple years. I'll be looking all right. I'll work out, I'll run, and I'll eat right. And, most time I go in cycles. I look pretty decent.
Uh-huh.
I've never been on the cover of Muscle and Fitness,
right.
But I look pretty decent for a couple years. Then I'll blow up, and
do you know who Bobby Kelly is? He's a comedian out of New York.
No,
he's
if it's any comedian before 1990, after 1996, I don't really know.
Yeah, so Bobby Kelly's this guy out of New York, and he used to go on Opie and Anthony a lot. He calls it he goes through fats, and I've always thought that was the best way to do it. He said his last saying was, "I'm on my 4th fat," and that's kind of where I'm at. I'm on my 4th fat right now. Well, I got to get off of this 4th fat.
Well, Mine should have went away 14, 15, the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And I've steadily gained. I've stayed about the same. Like I only gained like 2 pounds from this time last year, which is not, and I didn't need to. So at my health screening at work this past year, or this past week, they said, well, this is better, but this is not. Your cholesterol is high. And I said, yeah, I'm going right now. I said, right now it's bad because I'm going from, every time I get off work, I'm going straight to a ball game.
Yeah.
So I'm eating a lot of junk.
Yeah.
In traveling, you know. And they said your coronary rate is higher than ever. They said last year your rate was 3.4. They said you're at 5.0. They said, do you ever feel bad? I said, I mean, I get out of breath brushing my teeth. Is that a bad sign?
Yeah.
And I'm only half kid. I mean,
Did you tell them you almost died in college once?
Yeah, I almost did die in college, and that's never mind.
Yeah,
that was without any help.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't do anything illegal. I just woke up and couldn't breathe in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
So I do need to, and all joking, I guess I need to clean all that up.
Research has shown that most of every bit of that is just overeating. So, like high cholesterol and all this and that, and diseases and inflammation and everything. Whenever you get that stuff over in your bloodstream, that's literally just overeating, just overconsumption. There's just literally too much of food in your body that's just flowing over. It can't go into the cells. It can't go into the stomach. It can't go through the normal pathways. It's just overflowing into your bloodstream.
Mm.
That's what I'm doing. I'm overflowing into my bloodstream right now.
You just feel it like you just feel it on you. My face is full. I got a full face right now.
Your beard looks good though.
Yeah, it's pretty sexy.
Yeah.
Can't nobody tell me this beard ain't sexy.
Your face rough.
Sometimes I look in the mirror and say, how did this happen?
I do too. I was looking in the mirror this morning going, I don't even recognize that guy.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Especially that bad haircut.
Yeah.
It's bad. You look like Jeff Daniels from Dumb and Dumber right now. That's what that shit looks like.
Oh. The biggest I ever got though, I was 296 pounds at one point in time.
It's a hoss.
Yeah. You remember that? Kinda. I was bigger then too. Like,
what year would that have been?
5, 6, somewhere in there. No, it's probably like 6 or 7, something like that.
Not really. No, I found a picture of us I put on our Instagram from 2006 at Jeremy's wedding, and we were sexy.
I wasn't.
No, we were. I was looking good. I was looking good in that picture. Make you sick, really.
Yeah.
I was running the Tech football field a lot then.
You know, the weird thing is right now I'm not in good shape, but I can go out and run 4 miles right now.
Yeah.
I've done that several times recently. I can just go out, strap on my shoes, and go running, knock out 4 miles.
That one day, it was a beautiful day. We recorded here like a weekend.
Yeah.
You walked me out to the porch like you always do, and you escort me out the back.
Yeah.
And, around.
You don't get out of the house. Don't go through my living room.
Lucas said,
family in there.
Lucas said, man, it's nice. I think I'm going to go drink. I think I'm going to go.
Not drinking.
Yeah. He said, no, sorry, I beat myself to the punchline. He said, I think I'm going to go run 4 miles. I went, all right, cool, you do that. I'm going to go drink a 6 Miller Lite.
Yeah. And I did.
Yeah. At least 3 or 4 of them.
Yeah, but I can't stay consistent is my problem right now. Yeah. I think a central tenet of next year ought to be rebuilding the podcasters. Building us into something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like us looking good.
Yeah.
I really I want to be able. I'm not a guy that, even when I post a lot of stuff, I'm not gonna take a fat picture of me and compare it to something else, and track my progress. So a lot of people do that, and good for them if that's what keeps them motivated. But I'm not gonna have my fat ass out here.
I'm not doing that. I'm not putting my pictures out online.
Yeah, but I would love. I wish I could find my motivation, because all those people that made fun of me for being fat. Like us, we've had these conversations about like, you should have seen DK, or man, I seen DK the other day. He looks blah blah blah. Of course, I'm inside. I'm crying.
Yeah,
not crying, but I'm hurt. My answer to you guys would always be like, well, when I'm ugly as you, I'll worry about it.
Right.
I'm in the mirror and I'm not looking to. This beard's looking fine.
Yeah, but it really is. I wish I had your hairline too.
neither one of us is. We both got that LeBron.
You've got a better hairline than I've got. Look how far back this thing goes.
I definitely saw it. You need to just comb it over a little bit. Just comb it over.
It generally is. It generally stays over here.
That's when you get that landing strip going on. There's nothing to do about that.
There's nothing you can do about it.
But you know what I'm fortunate about, and what I should have been thankful about in November. The going bald in the back's the worst because you really can't do nothing with that.
Mine's thick as hell back there.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
I got one little scar when I fell on a bed post.
I'm going to have 2 strips that go all the way down the back before I lose it right there on that ball.
You got it.
And I very well may have 2 strips that go all the way down the back before it's over with.
You're going to have a strip like it's 1997. You look like a 1997 Playboy. You got such a strip going on.
That's bad right there, isn't it? Look at that. The other side's just as bad. Look how far back it goes.
Man, I tell you what, Father Time's undefeated.
Yeah. He's $1 billion and I guess 12 billion and
I don't know the numbers. I don't have that stat.
All of them.
But everybody.
Yeah, he'll beat every one of them.
Yeah. So I mean, that's one thing. But I just like to keep this growing from a hobby standpoint. I'd like to take on less in other areas. That I mean, every day that guy at work I work with is like, man, you going to work out today? I was like, I got a ball game.
I got to do anything else other than that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I can't get up in the mornings and go. I got to quit making excuses and go.
I've got a workout date tomorrow night, so we're gonna hit that. And as soon as work slows down, I'm gonna head to Cookeville. I've talked to the guy who owns Alpha Jiu-Jitsu, and I'm gonna go up there and take a few jiu-jitsu classes.
You're gonna do it.
I am gonna do it, and I'm gonna try to do it at the first part of this coming year. Yeah.
What color belt you trying to get?
I don't know. I just want to be a white belt right now.
Can we broadcast live in your jumpsuit?
Yeah. Oh, if I stay long enough to get a gi, an outfit, I'll put it on.
Can I be your Mr. Miyagi?
No, I'll come down here and strangle you to death with my belt at some point in time, though.
I hadn't watched that movie
Yeah, that's karate for sure, but I get where you're going.
Correct me again on Joe.
Yeah, I'll string you to death with every piece of clothing you got on.
I don't really have goals. I just want to look good. I just want to look good and feel good, not die. I don't want to die, really.
Early? Yeah.
Dying's not, or at all.
Yeah.
With general advances.
You're not going to live forever.
General advances in science, I don't know why I can't live to be like 149.
Yeah.
I'd
probably come in with a different goal prior to that one.
Is not dying?
I'd probably try to fulfill some other goals. I wouldn't wait till, say, 139 to try to fulfill them.
I think that we should go on the road with this podcast in 2019 too.
I have to get a few other pieces of equipment, but I'm not terribly mad at that situation.
Have I ever had a bad idea?
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, I can think of several.
About this podcast,
though. Oh, no, maybe not.
Pretty genius when it comes to this.
No, I wouldn't. I mean, I'd slow down a little bit there, but but you're pretty good.
Well, that's a goal for us to do.
Yeah.
I'm excited about this coming year.
Yeah, me too. Good stuff happening.
You know whose birthday it is in 2 days?
You.
You want to say happy birthday to me?
Right now or in 2 days?
You Christmas caroling motherfucker. Sing me happy birthday now.
Sing me happy birthday, bitch. I'm not going to sing you happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. I'm not going to sing happy birthday to you. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to.
Nah, I wouldn't want you to.
Happy birthday, dear DK.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Happy birthday to you. You fuck.
You are that was smooth. I like that.
I'm gonna edit it out now.
No, you don't have to edit that.
Yeah.
Because that was nice. Yeah. Now I can see why you were the 1A player on the Christmas caroling.
Hey,
jingle bells.
If I get in my key, get the pitch pop out. Golly. Go and play me a guitar. Don't. They're out of tune.
Okay.
That's why you shouldn't play them.
Well, I appreciate that was like Clint Fraley calling me one time, and I told this on the one podcast. I don't remember if I said it online or not. You correct me or stop me if I did, but it was like 11:58 one night.
Yeah.
And I get a 397 number. I said, yeah. You know, I talk like the person that talks like when I'm talking to them. I just automatically go into talking like them to them. Yeah. What about Clint? Yeah. Heading to Michigan for a music festival.
Mm-hmm. You've told this one before.
On the air.
Yeah. But go ahead.
Oh, yeah. It's my stuff.
Yeah.
I said, a music festival like now? Yeah, it's only like 15 hours away. Who's with you? I'm by myself. You know it's in like 2 minutes. I said, your birthday? Yeah, how'd you know? I said, well, I'm a good friend, Clint. Oh, you should sing me happy birthday. No, I'm not going to do that, Clint. Yeah, you're going to sing me happy birthday now, bitch. I said, all right, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Clint. Happy birthday, don't die. Yeah, don't die. Yeah, I like that. That's probably the motto of the weekend. Happy birthday, don't die, mother. And so I sung it to him at 12 o'clock. July 3rd, 2000 whatever, 11 maybe.
Our old buddy Cucumber calls me around my birthday a lot.
Around it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes he's a day late, sometimes he's a week late, but he always remembers.
His is September 2nd. I got a weird thing for that.
He'll call me on the 9th.
Yeah.
Or the 19th.
Never and the 29th.
And then like the 30th.
Yeah.
But he always remembers in the general vicinity.
You share a birthday with Dusty Smith.
Yeah.
Y'all's were the same day.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, gosh.
You know who I share one with? Brahmaji.
Really?
The old Indian Brahmaji that we terrorized for so many years in Cookeville. Dustin, what is this large silver container that you guys are drinking out of? It's a keg. Have you a sip?
Yeah.
Then the next thing I know, he's calling me a pussy. I taught you that word. I taught you that beer. Put it down. I miss those guys.
No, I don't miss those days. Would you go back to college?
Yeah, 100%. I didn't finish, so I'd go back for that. Not knowing that that you're going to dick around and not go to class, then you're going to end up at a job where you have to be there at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Probably could have made those 10 a.m. classes then.
Hey, you know
probably could have done that.
The older I get, the more I think you should wait longer and longer to go to college, though, because I think you get so much more out of it when you're 25 or 30 than you would when you're 18 when you go to it. Especially if you've never done anything before, like if you've never been out of the house or you come from a little bitty town where there's nothing to do, and then all of a sudden you get to college and there's nobody around to tell you what to do anymore.
Right.
I think it would be much better to spend those years wasting that time someplace else and then actually go when you're
I got to do whatever I wanted to do at home. My parents were really cool parents because I wasn't doing anything too crazy.
Right.
I come home after school most of the time. I wasn't out raising hell. I had a good grade point average here at school. So really, why would you think I'd go crazy when I went to college? You know,
why would you?
But it sure happened though, you know. And I don't regret everything. I had a lot of good times, and some great stories. But now I do think I could probably make those 10 a.m. classes. My suggestion from people, especially in small town schools that aren't mentally prepared for it, because a lot of people are. A lot of people are. But I wished I would have went to Vol State almost, because it's very like Livingston. It's very much so like a small town. You know, you got a one hallway at the time, at least. And I think it's bigger now, but you had one hallway pretty much of classes, and that's like a bigger high school, really.
Yeah.
Or a high school similar to what Herman Springs was. All the teachers know you by name more so than at Tech.
Yeah.
You can go do a Vol State for 2 years.
Yeah.
Then you go. But man, I'd miss a lot of the sorority girls if I didn't go there.
Right.
No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I had a professor one time, Dr. Marquis, and he was a good teacher. He's a chalk and talk guy. You know what chalk and talk is?
That's stupid terminology.
That's what he called himself, chalk and talk. Literally, he told us day one, he said, if it comes out of my mouth, it's important. If I write it on the board, it's important. Everything that comes out of my mouth, I'm going to write on the board. So everything I say is important.
Mm-hmm.
So he takes off, starts writing. Dr. Marquis is blind as a bat. Literally couldn't get a driver's license. He couldn't see. And so he wore these real thick Coke bottle glasses, and he'd have to take them off and pull the paper up to where it was touching his face if he was going to read it. He literally had to touch his nose so he could read it. So whenever he was writing on the chalkboard, he had to get really close to it. And was just going on and on. And so he'd write to the very bottom of the board, and then he'd go back to the top and erase some and start writing again. Well, he's so close to the board, he would erase a line with his nose down the board as he was writing down through there. So he'd just rub a line out. Well, one day he was sitting there and he was looking on he could see it. He could see that chalk on his nose, and he rubbed it off his nose and then looked at it with his finger, and he says, "Do I have chalk on my nose?" And the guy up front goes, Yeah, you do. He said, "Why didn't you tell me?" He said, "We were writing. You said write everything down that you want us to write." He said, "Is that all of your excuses?" And he said, we all just shook our head. Yeah. He goes, "Good, get back to writing." So we went back to writing and whatever. And then one day he was walking to school, and I was going to his class. And as I was driving, I was thinking, man, I'm going to be late. He took attendance. He was the only professor in college that I ever had that actually took attendance.
Wow.
And I thought, man, I'm going to be late, but he's real far away, and he's walking. I know he's going to be late. So I thought, in my head, hey, I'm going to pick him up. I'm going to give him a ride, right? I'm going to get bonus points for this, right? So we pull up, and I said, hey, I'm going to let you out at the door, and I'm going to go park. That way we won't be late. He said, well, I'm not going to be late. He said, I'll see you up there whenever you get there. And I walked in. I'll be damned if he didn't give me a tardy for that class because I was late for it.
Oh.
After I picked him up, I thought, well, last ride you get, old man. You better be running next time. He sure did. Gave me a tardy for it, though.
I'm shocked at this guy.
Yeah. I want to give him some credit, though. He would take your cell phone in class if it rang. If it rang out loud, he told you to turn it off, put it on silent. And he took probably 4 or 5 cell phones during that class. This was thermal design. I mean, it was a hard class. You had to be paying attention. This is the one where you had it's almost worse than your senior project class. You had a project you did through that. And so he wanted you paying attention. And we were presenting our thermal design finals, our project that we had done throughout the year. And the way he would do it is, it was your room. You get up there and you give your presentation to the entire class. He sits out there and doesn't say a word, doesn't ask questions, doesn't do anything. He just sits there and listens. And then after he gets done, he gets up there and you sit down and go on and so on and so forth. Well, about the second person that went, his cell phone rang. And the guy he was sitting beside of had his cell phone taken twice that year. The guy that was sitting beside of him leaned his hand over to him and held it out. He stopped. Dr. Marquis was always stop the class, and he would just hold his hand out, and you'd give him your phone. He just sat there. The guy stopped the guy talking and held his hand out. Dr. Marquis, to his credit, turned his phone off, turned the power off, gave it to the guy. The guy said, you can have it back after class. And we just went on with it. He gave it back to him after class. And I said, what'd he say? He said, that was ballsy. That's all he ever said. He's a good guy.
So, moral of the story, don't be a suck-up like you.
Yeah, it didn't work
backfired.
out. Yeah, it backfired for me and worked out for that guy.
Who's the bitch now?
It was me.
Well,
he's a good guy.
That's a pretty good story.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I had a guy dressed up like Batman come running up in the middle of a class one time, too.
Well, that guy.
Yeah. Had a Indian guy teaching us.
He had a lot of girlfriends.
Yeah, that guy did. He run up and jumped up on stage. He was yelling as he was running down through there going, hold on, hold on, hold on. He jumped up on stage and he said, I'm Batman, and flipped his cape up in there and run off. Literally dressed like the Adam West Batman, the old Batman.
Well, that's the best one.
Yeah.
Kapow.
Yeah, kapow. He jumped off stage. Professor thought it was hilarious.
I bet if I ever went to class, I'd see stuff like this.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe would have.
But, Cotton Eye Joe.
Enough said, right?
Not really. Yeah. It could have went a long ways there. But anyway, I appreciate it. We weren't here long enough in 2018 to really do a look back at 2018. We were short in 2018,
months,
but I will say I appreciate everybody that's
come back to us.
It took a minute, I think, to
New
recirculate. But I do appreciate the thing that's gonna get us on the map. And when I say map, it's just more people listening. Like I said, I don't you never know where this thing will go. But when we talk about this, it's all about word of mouth, and it's Brandon Gregory. Oh, Brandon Gregory said, I wanted to tell my coworker wanted me to tell you that you and Lucas did the worst version of "Baby It's Cold Outside" he's ever heard. And I said, really, it's his wife's favorite version. So shout out to you, listener in Portland that I don't know, but seriously, I don't know your wife, so you don't have to go home and question her.
Yeah.
But I do appreciate you listening. Appreciate Brandon putting the word out, and everybody that's putting the word out about us.
And y'all find out who gave that 1 star, or who gave the 1 star.
And when you find out who give us the 1 star, I want you to actually
just threaten them until they change it to 5.
Well, you don't even have to do nothing extreme like that. Just find out what they drive and get a bag of sugar and put it in the gas tank.
I mean, or in their windshield washer fluid. I mean, let's not go too far.
Yeah, or piss in it.
Yeah, in their gas tank. I think it'll burn.
Any of the 3 options, do it, because those people suck at life. And they play in the corner by themselves, and nobody likes them.
Yeah, maybe they're just mad at us.
Maybe is our review from the last week.
It was on there before last week, so
well, that's disappointing.
Yeah,
and it don't really.
I don't know how long the reviews have been on there. Somebody called me and asked me how to leave a review. And
it's a good question.
And I said, that's a good question. Let me go look. And then I went and looked and said, oh, well, somebody's figured it out.
I see all the time when I'm on our iTunes, it says 14 or 15 ratings or whatever, but I can't click on them where I don't have the account.
I can't either. I've got the account and I still can't click on them, see where they were.
Huh. But I don't know. I think we've been able to do a lot of cool stuff and what we have. I mean, we started off with, having, some repeat guests, with like the Jason Eady when we have Hank Williams Jr.'s son, Sam Williams, and Andrew Pope, in which Andrew Pope being on the show has led now to the concert coming up in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So I do feel like, we're branching out for some big guests. The next 2 weeks guests are just with Trey, then our WWE Hall of Famer.
Those are huge guests. Yeah.
And but it really is. It's really, there's nothing more I look forward to on Monday mornings, getting those texts. But this week it was just, I don't know what it was about the show, but that just proves the fact that life is so serious right now, and everybody's so stressed. And it's cool, like the Alan said, it's cool when you have the guests on. But with Tim Rohan in that last episode, it was serious.
Yeah,
and people apparently like the dumbass side of us a little more.
Yeah,
because like our little promo video when we were doing those commercials last year, we want this to be an hour of your life that doesn't suck, or an hour and a half of your life that doesn't suck.
I need to write some more of them. We may do that some more.
Not tonight.
No. Tonight we're done. We're done, folks.
So
bonus show over. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. We'll talk to you one more time before the New Year, but Merry Christmas.
So tell us what your favorite part of 2018 was. Tell us what your goals. I don't really care about your goals for 2018.
I would say my goals of 2018. I'm shit out of luck on them right now.
No, but if y'all I'll put that on our social media. What was your favorite part of One Lane Road podcast in 2018? And what month did we come back anyway?
I don't know. And it doesn't have to be One Lane Road podcast. Just what was your favorite thing in 2018?
Oh, but then that would actually mean that I'd care.
Tell us how your 2018 was.
If it was One Lane Road podcast worthy. Anyway,
Merry Christmas, folks.
We'll talk to you guys in next week, not in 2019. not yet. We're going to come back with Trey Crowder next week.
All right. Thanks, everybody.